Oh, sorry. I will try to send a notification. I don't know how to set up that yet. My streams are very random, to be honest. Is the volume of this stream okay? I just entered on the game in online mode, so I'm playing close to now let the guy waiting. So I didn't have time to see if it's all okay yet. Let me see here. Is the sound okay now? So, how are you going, Dean? I miss your streams, man. Let me check on the cell phone how it's going. This is kind of a test stream. I'm testing HDMI splitter that I just bought to see it's working. Because when I play direct on the console, when my capture card has some delay, so I need another screen to look at so I can play the game. I'm doing fine. The guy went out of the lobby. Let me check the screen. Yeah, the capture card I bought is kinda cheap, so I think that's why it has some hiccups. I'll try to set it to 3rd FPS to see if it stops. It's a USB one. It's just called HDMI USB capture card. I think it's probably a Chinese one. Game, I think it will take a while to find someone now. I was planning on playing just some online races. Oh, don't worry, you're not disturbing. It's great to have someone to talk. There's another mode on this game that I can stream. It's the adventure mode. This game is a remake of the Crash Team Racing from the PlayStation 1, and that game have adventure mode, which is kinda a story mode with the races. I think I can set up the game to be in English so you can understand what it's saying here. Why it's not? Oh, I need to reset the game. But this remake, together with Super Mario Kart 8, became kinda my favorite kart racer ever, because this remake is so good. They added a lot of things to the original game.
Fasten your seatbelts for a beat of recreation.
This part here, for example, is a recreation of the original PlayStation 1 intro, where the characters went out of the crates, but in that version it was a crate. I think it had a Sony PlayStation logo, that now you don't have because it's on Switch. It has a ton of characters, a lot of them were not on the original PlayStation 1 game. Basically every character that appeared on later Crash games they added here. Wait, I didn't see what I chose. I will just need to get used to the voices on English because I usually play in Portuguese, but it's no big deal because I can understand English, so
Greetings, creatures of this planet. I come to compete.
So you pesky earth slugs like to race, eh? Well, I, nitrous oxide, am
remake is actually way harder than the PlayStation 1 version. I think they made the CPU harder because in the original it was easy to outrun the CPU when you get used to the mechanics of the game. It has a ton of hidden mechanics, like you can bust up to 3 times using the drift, and when the cart is on the blue flame, like you probably seen in the previous race, you can basically keep your turbo for the entire track if you don't, how do I say in English, I forgot. But basically if you don't crash on anything, you can keep your turbo through the entire race. So it's a very broken mechanic, and I think they made the game harder here because of this.
Welcome to the adventure area. You can travel around this area and
Oh, don't worry, Dean. Portuguese is kind of a hard language to learn, to be honest. Like when English kinda came naturally to me by just playing video games, to be honest. I think the first time I finished Chrono Trigger, I finished in English, and then I played on Portuguese, and that kinda helped me a lot in English when I was like 14 years old. English is way easier to learn than Portuguese. But basically in this game, you have that drift meter on the right, and if you press the L button on the right time, you can get a turbo. So you can change the turbos together to get more speed. But the rest of the game is kinda like Mario Kart. You have items, you can throw your other races with them. Yeah, I know there's a lot of hidden shortcuts. Basically, this game has shortcuts. There's a lot of hidden mechanics. Hi Flynn, welcome. Welcome to my stream, man. How are you going? It's a pleasure to have you guys here. Oh.
congratulations, you win a trophy. You can go faster through turns by power sliding.
John Depp trial. Yeah, I never watched it. Nossa, mas isso é o. These first races are very easy, and I play on normal mode, but I'm used to the hard mode of this game. But I put it on normal because there are some tracks on adventure mode that I still haven't mastered on hard yet, so it's very hard to make it to get past them. And if I can't get past them, I can't advance on the story. Like some of these tracks can be very grinding to learn. So let me pause here a moment. Let me see. Is it okay now? I should have tested this earlier before starting the stream. Cool. So I'm kinda used to playing this game on hard, but I'm playing on normal because there are some tracks that I still struggle on this, and they can be very grinding to get past. So to not make this string kind of a slog through the middle of the game, I chose this option. So Flynn, do you stream here on Twitch? Here on Twitch as well? I think I saw some of your streams on Discord.
Congratulations, you win a trophy.
Oh.
To get a turbo boost while power sliding, wait a
Yes, I kinda string out a face scan as well. I'm using a notebook to string. My notebook do have a camera, but I kinda have to look at the TV that is on my left and the notebook is on my right, so I don't think it will work. It's because the my capture card kinda adds some delay, so I need two screens to play when I play on consoles. But when I'm streaming from directly the PC, maybe I can add the webcam as well. Yeah, I don't even know if my notebook webcam is that good, but from what I tested, it made it could work for a stream. But I'm not very used to streaming on using a webcam. I'm barely used to stream talking, to be honest. I usually record some home hack level or things like that. These races are kinda getting very boring with the CPU on normal, to be honest. I think I'll change the difficulty. Like, look at the distance I am from the CPU. Just a moment. Yeah, I kinda been playing this for years. But this game in particular, I play it from the PlayStation 1 version ever since I was like 10 years old. And then this remake came in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. And it's pretty much my dream remake this year. This and the Crash and Sing Trilogy remake, which is the PlayStation 1 Trilogy remastered.
Congratulations, you win a trophy. When you get a TNT crate on your head, start hopping.
Let me see here. Now things might be interesting now. Because on normal it was way too easy. It's funny because when I first played this remake I was struggling on normal, even though I have been playing it for years on the PlayStation 1 version. Uh, the difference between the cards are on the engine option. It's on the very bottom when choosing the character. That choose how the card stats will go on your card. So basically, you can choose whatever character you want and take and whatever stats for your card you want.
See you at the finish line.
But speed is definitely the most broken one.
Coming at you full speed. Oh, really?
I think the only class of cards that I don't know how to play in this game is I forgot how is named on its turn. It's the turn class because it's very slow. So I don't know if I can win a race with that. But if you guys are interested in playing this, I recommend starting with the PlayStation 1 version. Because the difficulty wasn't that in this remake. And that version still holds up to this day. The graphics are very nice for a PlayStation 1 game.
Watch out. Coming at you full speed.
Oh, my shortcut went wrong.
See you at the finish line.
But yeah, this game can be the CPU can be kinda cheap on this game sometimes. Especially on hard mode. But on the PlayStation 1, it's way easier to learn the game.
Oh, really? Coming at you full speed.
Oh, I did it wrong again.
Coming through. You really wanted that trophy.
And there's a shortcut at the end where if you get enough speed you can basically jump over the fence to the other side, but it's kinda hard to master that. Yeah, there's a lot of shortcuts on this one. And on hard mode, the shortcuts are kinda required to learn if you want to have a chance of beating the CPU, because the CPU can be very cheap at the difficulty. But a track that have one of my favorite map skips is this one. The thing I was talking about the stats of the cart is this option, driving style. You have drift, classic, turn, which is I don't know how to play with this, but I usually prefer acceleration or speed. On the PlayStation 1 version, the driving style is locked to the character you choose. So some characters will be speed, some will be turn, and they changed here so so people can play online with whatever character they want. But the online of this game is kinda dead on Switch. It's more active on PlayStation 4, but on Switch and Xbox One is very empty. There's few people playing. The online mode on this game is kinda bare bones. Basically, you can just do normal races or online battles with even more empty on this version. So it's not kinda competitive, but it is way more fun to play with people than with the CPU. Except maybe when someone is very good at the game and the other person is still learning. Oh no, I put mirror mode on this track, I don't know how to play it this way. The layout is all inverted from left to right. Yes, I was playing with Sudin. In this game, when the card fire goes blue, it's basically on kind of a turbo mode. So if you can keep it without crashing on anything, you can basically get a turbo for the entire race. It's a very broken mechanic, to be honest. And mastering this is kinda required if you want to have a chance on online mode. But the thing is that since the kart is going so fast when this is on, it's kinda hard to not crash on anything, so you need to learn the track very well. I do have some another game here. Uh, Basically, this game is a very different vibe from Mario Kart 8. On Mario Kart 8 is very dependent on the items you get on the race to win. So you can basically get in first through the entire race, and then at the very end someone loses an item on you and you lose the race. On Crash Team Racing that kinda barely happens. But despite all that, I do think the races are a bit more exciting on Mario Kart because of this. Let me see if I can enter a race on Mario Kart. Yeah, thanks Nintendo. Yeah, this one is way harder to win a race online. Wow, really? The online? This is Nintendo Online, guys. Yes. At least I'm trying to get online. But the online service kinda don't want me to play. Wow. Yeah, I think this may be Nintendo's revenge on me. I think this time it will work. Or not. Okay, let's do a normal race then. But one thing I like on Mario Kart are the tracks. But at least one thing that I can say about Mario Kart is the game is way more balanced than Crash Team Racing. So even if you're playing with someone that don't know how to play yet, that person can have fun and even a chance to win the race. So this game is good because of that. better thing about the game being designed this way though is that when you play online, there's a there's a very high chance you'll probably be first through the entire race, and then at the last second someone far behind will get a stronger item than you. So you basically get bombarded with items on the last lap, and you lose the race. Yes, the blue shell always hit the first one first, and the way this game works is that the people on the front of the race always get weaker items, and the people behind always get the stronger items. So the game gets more balanced because of that. Let me see if I can play online this time. This game not want me to play this time. I never had so many online errors in a row like this. Wow, I give up. Yes, maybe the streaming is affecting my internet. Yeah, it's not working. But I was able to play on the CTR server when I started the stream, so I don't think it's the internet. Nintendo Online really sucks, to be honest. Like from Xbox, PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch, the Switch is basically the worst of them. By the way, Dean, speaking of Mario, I bought this one some time ago and made some levels here. The error I was getting on Mario Kart usually happens when there's a lot of people playing the game, so I think maybe it's their servers that. By the time I play Mario Maker 1, the servers were already disabled, so I was not able to make any levels there. But on this one I made a few levels, but I kinda prefer Lunar Magic and Super Mario World Hex. Friends list? I don't know actually. I barely enter here on stream on Twitch, Usually I enter more to watch people than to stream. So I don't know how the platform works yet. This is one of the levels I made. I tried to replicate a bit on the level design I usually use on my hacks, but things do work kinda different here on Super Mario Maker 2. But it's fun to play with different mechanics from the Super Mario World hacks, so that's nice. Yeah, there's some restrictions to Mario Maker that I find kinda dumb to be honest. Like for example, the water on this level. You can only make watertight levels in forest themed. You can't put water on grassland. You can't put water on caves. On Lunar Magic, you basically can put water wherever you want on the level, including make a level that don't have water act like a water level. Like, let me show you the stage creator. I do think the music helps a lot to enhance a game as well, which is kinda why I prefer the hacks over Super Mario Maker 2, because uh, the music is way more customizable there, with the tons of songs that people ported into Super Mario World. In this game, I think the limit is 3 Bowsers, but you can basically make the levels as garbage as you want, which is usually what people do on this game. Like, there is a mode where the game picks random levels on this, that if you go there, is basically hot garbage all the time. You can basically put Bowser to have wings, to be giant, to have a parachute, and where can I find it? To have this on top of him, so it's very easy to make a mess on this game. On Lunar Magic, it is more restricted with enemies because it's using the SNS limitations. Usually SNS games have a limit of 6 to 8 sprites on the same screen. So if you're playing a level, there is usually not more than that of enemies and obstacles on your way. So it limits you, but the Actus helps you to make it actually helps you at the same time because when you're limited, you kinda have more creativity freedom. It helps you to be creative. Now I'll try to make an actual level here. Do you guys want to give me an idea to a level? If you see something here from the list that you want me to make a level based on it, you can say. So I'll try to make it. There's some enemies. Okay, desert flying sun, let's try. The desert on Super Mario World always looks like the Chocolate Mountain from the original game, but I can make a desert from the other teams. Let's find the sun. Oh yeah, on the new Super Mario Bros. Game, it's not the angry sun, it's this weirdly depressing sun, so let's put it here. Yeah, that's the angry sun version of new Super Mario Bros. It does look better on the other teams like Super Mario Bros. 3. Like, I don't know who come up with that. How do I say design for the new Super Mario Bros. Game? But what the fuck? I think I'll make a Super Mario Bros. Game on the stage. Let me put some blocks here. Where are the power-ups? Man, a basic enemy that will try to be some obstacle. I think I was these guys along with the sun. Because the sun does make the screen a bit busy. But basically the way I design my levels, I usually follow 4 steps. The first is introducing the concept in a safe environment so the player can learn how it works. For example, here there's basically barely anything of obstacles, so the player will learn how to deal with the sun and the shoe Goomba. And then I start developing the challenges, and then in the middle of the level I start mixing with some mechanics, or adding a twist to how it works. This is kinda the way I usually design the levels on my hacks as well, except maybe on Classic Mario World 1, 2 and 3, because the level design is a bit of a mess there, because I was not very experienced with level design yet. But the way I usually did my level design on the other hacks were like this. So here I started aiding the show Goomba with some bits to make it a bit more harder to walk. And I think since I put this plant here, I start mixing them as well. Whoa, okay. Let me just test if this isn't too hard. I think maybe a power up love could balance things out here. I think this level might be broken. Oh, never mind. I thought it was possible to kill the sun with the show. If it was possible, it would be broken. It would break the level. Yeah, this is not too hard yet. The show actually makes the level too easy. Let me add this Goomba here. And I think I'll add the piranha plant in a new way here. Let me see the length of the level. Yeah, this is the point where I usually put a midway point to not make the level too hard. And this. Let's test. And the sun disappeared. Wow. I think the shoes are kinda broken because they give the player too many hits. If this was a Super Mario World hack, there would be a limit, but I think there isn't one here on Mario Maker. On Super Mario World hacks, we usually have to work with the limitations of the Super Mario World engine on the SNES, so it's way more limited. I think you can use like 100 enemies per stage at max, because more than that the SNES can't process. I think I kinda added the midway point way too late on the level. Yeah, Yes, I put it just over the half the level. Let me see some turtles. The Koopas. Yeah, the angry sun didn't went back. I think I'll add a different mechanic with the show here to add a twist to the level. Basically, if you give wings to the show here on Mario Maker, you can fly with it. So I use this mechanic to make the player think a little. There we go. I think this will not break the level now. Okay, how do I... Here. Yeah, I think there's like 4 games they added here. Super Mario Bros, Super Mario Bros 3, Super Mario World and New Super Mario Bros. And then you can make 3D World levels, but if you change to that style it will erase your level. You can only make 2D levels here. But even though 3D World is a 3D game, they made it a 2D. Oh, this is the end level already. So let me just add something here. Let's see how the entire level plays out now. The tools make this level too easy. Wow. I don't think it's possible to kill the sun. I tried with the show last time. Let me test if it works. Yes, it removes the shoe. I think maybe if I choose another obstacle, this level won't be so broken. Let me test here with some normal Goombas and Koopas. Yeah, now it's a bit more challenging. Wow. I'll save this, maybe I'll upload it later. Let me think of a name. There we go. Oh, I usually do on my hacks. Like if he reaches the very last secret level on, on the crown tail. But he's a very good player, to be honest. He beat the the Odyssey level I made on Quest for Gaming. That level was hard. Well, like if you want to see how the usually people's levels are on this game, let me check this. Like if you put it on expert here, you you just receive cheese on these levels. Hi Gianfranco, welcome. Ou bem-vindo se você for brasileiro. Wow. Reach the level watch all landing. How do I even do this? Yeah, I lost the level. Is there a way to skip this one? How do I skip levels when I play on TV? Oh, it's select. I don't play that. My Third speed run on off. Let's see how this works. Wow. Wow. I'm not even understanding how do I get from the start of this level to... Yeah, not playing this. Let me put on... Boo. Let me put on... Yes, it was on super expert mode, so basically very near impossible stuff. This one seems well made though. Yeah, kinda. This will be fun. Yeah, this is creative to be honest. The puzzle with the plant. Oh great, now I can't stop the shell. Oh, I think I understand now what I need to do. The key is probably on that fireball. And I missed. And now I'm screwed. Wow. Oh, the shell won't work on this. The the answer was not the fireball. Oh, I have an idea. Yes. I think now it will work. Yes. I forgot about this. Okay. Oh. Things took a turn to the worse here. I kinda gave up on this level, but I'll leave a like to the player who made it because this kinda creative. Except that part where I got ambushed by Boost. I don't know how to do with that. Let's see normal stuff now. Like, that's it. I can't I don't know why it's disabled the clips. It was supposed to be allowed, to be honest. Let me see here. I'll change on the settings later, but hey, what did I do to the chat here? I kinda screw up the chat. But you're welcome to put the clip in. I just don't know how I disabled on the chats, to be honest. Also, thanks for the following, Flynn. I didn't notice it at the time, but thanks for following the channel. I kinda don't have this whole tweet things all set up yet, so I don't know how it makes a notification on screen. This level seems very random.
Você sabe fazer pix? Tá?
Yes. I forgot how to use the cat switch on this game because it is kinda different how you use it on the actual Super Mario 3D World. The background of the level right there, it's an actual level from the game. It's the very first level, to be honest. But it kinda feels weird playing this on 2D and then playing the game. No, on 3D World it was made for the Wii U. You play with a normal controller. And this is the Switch version, but it plays the same. Let me show the actual game. I think I have it here. But basically the Cat Mario is the most broken thing on 3D World, but on Super Mario Maker 2 it's kinda bad to use. I think this is kinda the most original plot Nintendo ever made to a Mario game, because for the first time ever the princess isn't captured. They just made someone else instead. Maybe in the next game, maybe the princess will have some character, but nah. Why make an interesting story for a platformer? This is what the actual game is like. They just made it 2D on Super Mario Maker. Yes, the 3DS game it's called Super Mario 3D Land. This game is actually a sequel to that game. It's basically the same concept. I think on the game the levels were not as open on this one, but it's basically the same concept. The game is a 3D Mario that plays like a 2D Mario, so. And I think it's a lot of fun as well. I think I almost 100%ed the 3DS game. I just couldn't beat the very last secret level because it was a very long level with no checkpoint. And Nintendo kinda likes to do this on the very last levels. So since the princess was not captured here, you can play with her as well. And this is how you break the game. You can you can just do this on level 2 and never worry about a game over. Never. Yes, their games are very polished. The thing about their games, at least here on Brazil, is they're very expensive. So basically, it's very hard to, how do I say, it's very hard to support them here on Brazil and Argentina because their prices are ridiculous compared to every other the developer on uh, who makes game on the Switch. There's people that makes better games and the games are much cheaper and accessible. Now the majority of Nintendo games are very polished. There's some franchises that I don't usually like Pokemon. I don't usually play, but I don't think I ever found a Mario game that is bad, except maybe Hotel Mario and the meme Marios that were made by other people that were not Nintendo. Yes, inflation is kinda killing Brazil, especially during the pandemic. Yeah, one thing you said in is very right about Nintendo. They kinda do the Disney Vault things, like they have a lot of franchises, but they leave a lot of them kinda of a void and never make games for them. And then years later, when people are claiming for this franchise to return, they finally do something with them and they can share whatever they want with it since people are want to play that. It's basically the same thing Disney do with their movies, except with a video game. Like for example, nowadays people are kind of waiting for years for F-Zero game, and there's been like 20 or so years since the last game of that franchise came out. Now they do some great games, but their business practice sometimes. Yeah, to be honest, I never play F-Zero, but I hear a lot of people talking about it. I think the last one was on the GameCube, if I'm not mistaken. And the GameCube was like basically in the PlayStation 2 era. So it's been that long since the last game of that. I kinda forgot to collect the stars on this level. never sink myself into the GameCube games, but there are certainly a lot of hidden gems in there. I think I play very few GameCube games so far. But if we look, it was a very experimental age for Nintendo in that console, because a lot of their games are usually different from what they were doing on the previous consoles. For example, if you look at Super Mario Sunshine and Super Mario 64, and this reminded me of Crash Bandicoot because they basically ripped off Crash on this level. If I'm not mistaken, Resident Evil 4 came out in a lot of consoles. Like after the GameCube it came out on the Wii, and you could use the remote pointer to play instead of the normal controls. I think it was a lot of platforms. I never played that one or any Resident Evil game. I think I only attempted the first one, and I didn't get used to the controls and gave up. But I hear people saying it's the best game, Resident Evil game. give Resident Evil a shot someday. I think these remakes came out on the Switch. I'll look on their prices and buy one of them. I think at the time I tried the first one, I was playing the PlayStation 1 version on the PSP. I don't think I will get used to the PlayStation 1 version because of the controls. Because I felt like I was driving the character like if it was a car. It was very weird. Yes, thank you, comments. I think I did try to play another Resident Evil game on the 3DS. I think it was Resident Evil Revelations. But in that game, since the 3DS don't have a second analog stick, you have to use the touch screen, and it was very bad to aim using that. But I think that's like the only two Resident Evil games I tried. Yeah, any FPS games was not a great idea on the 3DS. Pretty much every FPS game worked like this. On my PlayStation 1 days, I used it to be pretty much all the time on the Crash games. Other than that, I think I played Final Fantasy 7, Scooby-Doo Gaming, Cyber Chase, if I'm not mistaken. The movie sucks, but the game is more or less. Que foi? Okay. Just a moment. Okay, sorry for the interruption. I do have the remasters of the Crash games. I think I didn't try the first one on streams some time ago. I just here. And basically he started with the hardest one. And he went very far. I don't think I even reached the second license when I first played this. Then reached like close to the end of the game.
Slashing blast from the past. Developed by vicarious visions.
There was a trick I tried to teach to Dean on the bridge level, but he aced that no problem. I think he reached this level here. Toxic waste. Oh, I don't want to do time trial. Now this level is way easier here on the remake because eventually there's these bouncing barrels that can come up. On the PlayStation 1 version it was near impossible to know where they would gonna kick, and here they made it easier to see because there are these marks on the ground that shows them. Now the worst level on the game, the hardest one for me was this one. Good start. basically the problem this level has, uh, it's a long level with only one checkpoint, so if you die all the time you always go back to the very beginning, and it gets very frustrating really fast if that happens. Once I reach the checkpoint, there is a thing I want to show them. Oh, I think I almost died there. Which is a mechanic that I used from this game on my hex. And I died. Okay, I just show up here. So basically on my Super Mario World hex, there is a system where if you die too many times, you eventually the game will start helping the players, so the game can be more accessible for more players, yeah? So it originated from this game. If you die a lot here, the game will eventually do something for you. Yes, it will eventually start giving you masks, and this is what gave me the idea to do this on my hex. Eventually there you can also get a start to basically make the whole level way easier. So I decided to implement a system like this on my Super Mario World hack. But here it's cool because it's not holding your hand like it happens in some of the Mario games. But here it just gives you a little help because you can only take one hit and the level is still the same challenge. And since some of my levels can get pretty hard, I decided to do this on my hex so more people can actually finish them, or not have to use save states. I think this concept is actually called dynamic difficulty adjustment. At least that's what I read about it. Now here on Crash, it's designed so if you die a lot, the game will give you one mask. If you die even more, it will give you 2 masks. And if you die even more, eventually extra checkpoint crates will start appearing on the level. Yeah, you still kinda need to get good because these levels can be pretty hard. And like I said, on the recent Mario games, there is a mechanic like this, which is the White Tanuki Suite. It's a power-up that the game gives you if you die too many times. But on that game, it basically makes the player invincible, and the only way to die is to fall on a pit. Basically wins the level for you. Here at least we still have some challenge. Dean on the chat? I want to show him a trick that I was going to teach him when he streamed this game, but he didn't get to see it. The the apples they're called Bumpa fruits. They basically works like Mario coins. If you collect 100 of them, you'll get an extra life. Oh, I see. This is one of the levels that we struggled the most, and there was actually a very single trick that I didn't teach him yet at the time. Basically, the idea of this level is you traverse this bridge, yeah? But you can also do this. And just do this. You should do it right. So you just walk on the rope and reach the end of the level. But I prefer to see them try to beat the actual level, so I didn't teach him this. And this level gets pretty hard. Yeah, this is one of the most infamous levels on the game because people die so many times here. People started calling this game Dark Souls because of this level. I think I did attempt to make a level like this sometimes on my hacks, but it just don't feel the same on 2D. The level feels way more immersive on 3D, in a 3D game than a 2D game. It felt like just another generic Mario stage, so in the end I didn't use it for the game. Sometimes the depth perception tricks the player in this game. The hog is annoying because you can't spin them, so they're basically an invincible enemy. And this is it. I think I'll end the stream here today, uh, because it's getting a bit late here. But thanks for coming and talk, guys. Thanks for watching the stream. It was great to have you guys here. Hi Shinorum, welcome. How are you going? It's great to see you here. I'm doing fine. I was playing some Nintendo Switch games with the guys here and talking. It was a very chill stream. It was great to have you guys here. But I plan on doing more streams in the future. Maybe next time I'll try to attempt some Super Mario World hacks. I kinda don't have a stream schedule yet because I kinda stream at random, but I'll try to stream at least once a week. And didn't ask me to warn you to send a notification when I stream, so I'll try to warn you guys with on the Discord. But it was great to see you guys here, and it was good for me to train my English a bit, because I'm not very used to speaking English. But I'm very surprised you guys could understand me through this stream. Well, thanks for the compliments. The thing with my English is I usually know how to write on English, but I don't know how to pronounce some words. But yeah. thanks for the thanks for the talk, guys, and thanks for watching. I'll end the stream now, okay? So thanks for your perception. Thanks for your company and everything. Goodbye.